Welcome viewers, in this video we'll see the details about the structures available in C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. C programming language. One of the topic is structures. The structure is a constructed data type for packing different type of data that are logically related. So the structure is nothing but a constructed data type, right? User defined data type already available. Some data types are already available. This is a constructed data type having different types of data. These data are logically related, right? So the array, one more topic available, that is the collection of same type of data. Array is the collection of same type of data. This is the different type of related data, right? We'll see the defining a structure. How to define the structure? What is the general format to define the structure? We'll see now. Structures are defined first and then it is used for declaring structure variables. First we need to define the structure, then we can declare the variables, right? The general format of structure definition is, there is a structure definition. What is the structure definition is given? Structure, struct. You have to use the word keyword structure, struct. Okay, you have to give the tag name, structure name. Then open the brace. Inside the data types are declared. Data type member 1, data type member 2, like that related data are declared here. Then close the brace and with the semicolon, right? So this is the structure definition. We are using the tag, we are using the struct. This is the structure name. Structure name. It's a keyword for structure. This is a structure name. Inside different type of data, related data are declared and closed with the closing braces at the semicolon, right? So this is the defining a structure. Now we'll see one example. What is the how to define a structure? struct. This is a keyword. The structure name is book. So the book related data are declared here. What are the data? Integer book ID. Book ID is declared as a integer. Book name with 20 characters is declared as a variable as a name character. Then author is author name with 20 characters is declared as character. Price declared as float. Year of publication declared as integer. Number of pages declared as integer. And publisher name with 25 character declared as character, right? And then close the braces with a semicolon, right? So the structure name is book. It's a keyword. The name is book. We declare related data, books related data, book ID, book name, author name, price, year, pages, and publisher name. These are all declared. So different type of data is logically related. All data are related to the term book, right? Now we'll go to the next part. So we discuss the structure definition. What is the general format for structure definition? Now we'll see the declaring structure variables. After definition, we need to create the structure variables. First, the structure format is defined. Then the variables can be declared of that of structure type. There are two ways for declaring a structure variable. Declaration of structure variable at the time of defining the structure itself. During the definition itself, we can declare the variable. That is the first method. So this is the structure keyword. The structure name is book. Here inside we have book ID, book name, author name, price. So this B1, B2, B3 is the structure variables. So we can use three set of data, right? This data set of data we can use three times. B1 refers first book, B2 refers second book, B3 refers third book, right? So this is the structure definition. We declare three structure variables, B1, B2, B3. So during the definition itself, the structure variables are declared. And the another one more method is available. After creating the structure also we can declare the variable. Declaration of structure variable after defining the structure, that is structure book b1 b2 b3, same thing, but it is after declaring the book structure we defining the declaring the variable. This is the keyword, this is the structure name. b1 b2 b3 are structure variables. Earlier we declare the variable at the end of the structure definition. Here separately we are declaring the variables, right? Now we'll go to accessing the structure member. How to access, how to differentiate the structure members. The member of a structure can be accessed using a dot operator. Dot operator, what is that example? b1 dot book id. Book id is the one of the variable. These b1 b2 are structure variables. So b1 dot book id means first book id, b2 dot book id means second book id, b3 dot book id means third book id. So b1 is the structure variable, this is the data type. So b1 dot data type will give the accessing of the structure member. So this is differentiated. b1 b2 b3 all are differentiated. b1 refers first book, b2 refers second book, b3 refers third book. So by dot operator we can access the structure members, right? So here b1 b2 b3 available. So if we want to use the n number of variable, for example 10 books, 100 books means we can go for the array type. So these are all normal declaration, variable declaration. If we want bulky books are needed mean we can go for array type. Now we'll see the array. So this is the array of structures. An array of structure is a group of structure elements under the same structure variable. For example, we can declare like this: structure book b1 of 100. So this is the single dimensional array 100. b1 refers the structure variable. In that we can go 100 books can be referred, right? So the keyword structure, the structure name book, variable name is b1 with 100 variable as an array, single dimensional array. Then how to access this? b1 of 0 dot book id, b1 of 1 dot book id, b1 of 2 dot book id. Similarly we can go b1 of 100 or 99, because it starts with 0 we can go up to 99 dot book id. Earlier we refer b1 dot book id, b2 dot book id, b3 dot book id. So if we go b3, b4, b5, it is very difficult. So that you are declared with array. b1 of 0 dot book id, b1 of 1 dot book id. So this array index is varied, right? b1 is same, but array index is varied. 0 means first book, 1 means second book, 2 means third book. Like that we can go up to 100 means 99, right? The 100 books can be varied. So by varying the array index we can easily identify which type of which book we are referring, right? So earlier few books mean we can refer earlier method. N number of book mean we can use array of structures. Now we'll see the structure as a function argument. The structure can be passed as a function, right? We can see that. We can pass individual member of a structure or entire structure or a pointer structure to a function, right? So while using the function we can pass the individual member of a structure or entire structure or pointer to a structure. We will see the example for that. Example structure, the structure name is sample. This is a keyword sample. Integer, number, float, average. Two variables are available, number and average. Then a is the structure declare variable, structure variable a, right? So a dot number, a dot average we can refer, right? Keyword structure name is sample, two variables number and average. The structure variable is a. Now we'll see how we are accessing these structure variables. So we start with the main program, void main. A dot number equal to 75, a dot average equal to 90.25, right? So these two variables directly assigned. 75 is assigned at a number, 90.25 is directly assigned to average. Now here we are calling one function, fun a. What is this a? A is nothing but structure variable. The entire structure variable we are passing as a function. Function fun A. This A is nothing but structure variable. Right. Now what will happen inside the program? Inside the function, void fun structure sample p. Right. So this is the keyword. It's a function name. Sample is a function structure name. P is created. Right. Here we created p. Printf, the number is percentage %d, average is percentage %f, p dot number, p dot average, right? So while calling this function, all entire variables are passed to the function. By using this p, we are referring both number and average, right? So we can in this, we are accessing all the members of the structure here because we passed the entire structure, right? So the number and average is printed here. So this is coming under the passing entire structure. So next we will see function that return structure. Right, now passing we discuss. Now what the function will return. The member of structure can be passed to a function. If a structure is passed to the called function, we can use any one of the method. We already discussed member of a structure can be passed, or entire structure can be passed, or pointer can be passed. If a structure is to be passed, entire structure is passed, then what is the return called method? We can use one of this method, right? So the method 1, what is the method 1? Individual member of a structure is passed as an actual argument of the function call. The actual argument are treated independently. This method is not suitable if a structure is very large structure, right? So you can send the individual members, that is treated as a actual argument. But this will be not suited if large structure, large variables are available. We can send one by one. Every variable we need to send. That is very difficult. If the structure is having only one or two elements, means we can use this method. The second method, entire structure is passed to the called function. That is what we discussed in the earlier example. Entire structure is passed, right? Then third method, pointer can be used for passing the structure to a user defined function, right? So three method, either we can pass member of a structure, that is applicable if the structure members are very less. Large means very difficult. Or entire structure can be passed. For that only we discuss the example. Third one, pointer can be passed. So in this video we discussed how to define the structure, how to declare the structure variables, then how to access the structure members, then structure with array of variables, then function, how to pass the structure variable as a function. What are the three methods available? Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we'll see the program to store student information using structure with the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. Program to store student information using the structure, C programming language. We know that structure is a collection of different type of data that are logically related. Different type of data, related data are stored. For example, student details. The data type may be different, but all are related to the student information, student details. The same type of data, I mean array. Array is the collection of same type of data. The structure is the collection of different type of data. First we'll start with the header file. Has include stdio.h, standard input output dot header file, used for printf and scanf. Has include conio.h, console input output dot header file, is used for clear screen and getch. Now before starting the main program, we will define the structure. What is the structure? What are the variables available? We will define the structure. struct is a keyword for creating the structure. Student is the structure name. structure name is student. Now we can have different type of data. Character name 100. So this is nothing but name of the student with 100 characters. Integer register number. Integer max, that is the mark in mathematics. Integer PHY, physics, mark in physics. Integer CHE, that is chemistry, mark in chemistry. Integer total mark. Float average mark. Right. Close the brace. S of 10. This is nothing but the structure variable. S with 10. This is a single dimensional array. So we can store 10 student details. Right. So we can go with this 10 student detail. Otherwise we can create S1, S2, S3 also. But it is very easy for if more number of variables are there, we can go with the array, so that we can store easily by using for loop. We can easily get the detail, we can easily process the data, so that we are using single dimensional array, right? Otherwise we can store S1, S2, S3 also, but it will take lot of time, right? So this is the creation of array. Keyword student array name. Here the set of variables, different type of variable, character, integer, float. Student name, register number, mark in mathematics, mark in physics, mark in chemistry, total mark, average, and the structure variable S of 10. That is 10 student detail can be stored. That is S of 0 means first student. Then S of 1, S of 2 up to S of 9. S of 9 means 10th student. Like that we can store. Now we'll start the main program. Structure is declared and structure variable also created. Now we can go with the main program. Void main, open the brace. Integer I, that is used for loop. Integer n, that is how many students we are going to use, right? So there already we created 10 students, the maximum number. N is the what we are going to use. Up to 10 we can use. So this is the number we are going to use. It may be 4 or 5 or 6 like that, but not more than 10. Clear screen. Print of enter total number of students. Scan of %d and n. So the user will enter number of how many students are there, that will be stored in address of n. So now we are able to know how many students are there. Now we can get the student details one by one. Now we know the total numbers. By using the total number we can get the student details. Print of enter student details. For that we are open the loop, because we can repeatedly we can get the detail. For 5 student mean the same process repeated 5 times. So that open the for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than n. Suppose n equal to 5 means this loop will be executed 5 times. I equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 means invalid. So 0 to 4, 5 times it will be executed. Right. Inside the loop we can get the details. Print of enter name of the student. Scan of %s, s of I. What is this s of I dot name? Initially I is 0. So s of 0. S of 0 means it refers first student name. Enter register number, %d and s of I dot register number. That is s of 0 dot register number. First student register number. Enter mark in maths, physics and chemistry. So scan of %d, %d. That refers integer type. And s of I of maths, s of I of physics, s of I of chemistry. I is now 0. So everything refers first student mark in maths, physics and chemistry. Now we got the name of the student, register number, mark in maths, physics, chemistry. Now we need to find the total and average. S of I dot total, that is first student total equal to S of I dot maths plus S of I dot physics plus S of I dot chemistry. So these 3 marks are added and stored in total. What is average? S of I dot average, 3 marks are added, so divided by 3. So this is a floating point type. 3.0 means floating point. Already this average also may be in a fraction, so that we are going to divide by 3.0. Right. So initially I equal to 0. So all the data what we received from the user and what we calculated total, average, everything refers S of 0, that refers first student detail. After completing this, the I will be incremented. I is 0, I plus plus means it become 1. Right. Now again the same process repeated. At the time I will be 1. S of I. S of 1. 1 means second student detail. It will get the second student name, register number and mark. Then it will calculate total and average. Then it will go to third student, fourth, fifth, like that 5 students. For example, if n equal to 5, it will be repeated for 5 times. The corresponding data are stored in the S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, S of 3, S of 4. Like that it will store. Now we got the, for example, n equal to 5 means we got the 5 student details, or for all 5 students we calculated the total and average also. Now we can display the details of the student. So print up the student details are /n. /n means it will go to the next line. It will print student detail and go to the next line. So if the 5 student mean we need to repeat this same stuff 5 times. So again for loop is open. For I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now we'll print the details one by one. Print up name colon percentage s /n. S of I dot name. The I is initially 0. So S of 0 dot name. First student name will be printed here. Then print up register number colon percentage d. Then /n mean it will go to the next line. S of I dot register number. So at this place S of 0 dot register number. First student register number will be printed here. Similarly mathematics, physics, chemistry. These 3 marks also printed. Then total mark we already calculated. So that mark will be printed. Then average. Then close the brace. So loop will be executed one time. After that it will I is incremented. I is 0. So incremented means 0 plus 1, 1. I become 1. So I S of 1 means second student detail. Then it will print the second student details. Similarly third, fourth, fifth. I is incremented 1 by 1. For example, n equal to 5 means it will be executed 5 times. I equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 means is terminated. Up to 0 to 4 means 5 times it will be executed. Right. So 0 refers first student, 1 refers second student, 2 refers third student, 1 refers second student, 2 refers third student, 4th refers the 5th student. Like that it will print. Then after that we can get ch and close the program. Get ch is used for getting the character. Until that we can see the output. Now we'll see the sample output. What is the output of this program? What is the sample output we received from this program? First what we got? Enter total number of students. We asked the user to enter the number of students. Is 2. Right? In the program we referred 5 students. Now it is 2 students are enter n equal to 2. Enter student details. Right? Enter name of the student. This is the first student. Right? Raja. Enter register number 20235010. Enter mark in physics, chemistry, maths, physics and chemistry 98, 96, 97. Right? So we ask the student detail. The user enters one by one. That refers the first student. So after that I will be incremented. So it will ask the student details of second student. Enter name of the student Arun. Enter register number 20235005. Enter mark in maths, physics and chemistry 100, 98, 99. Now we got the first student detail as well as second student details. So in that similar for loop itself the total and average is calculated. So in that for loop itself we calculated. Now we can see the output. The student details are. It will print student details are and it will go to the next line. Then it will print name colon Raja. Register number 20235010. Mathematics 98. Physics 96. Chemistry 97. Total mark. It will add these 3 291. Then average 97. Right? So the first student detail is printed. For that also we again open the for loop. Then the I is incremented. It will go to the second student. Name Arun. register number 20235005, mathematics 100, physics 98, chemistry 99, total mark 297, average 99, right? So it will print the two student detail. First it got the two student details, total and average is calculated, then printed one by one. So in this program we discuss how to create the structure for student details. Here we use the structure variable as array, s of 10 student details. We can store maximum of 10 student details. Then in the main program, first we got how many students. Accordingly, for loop is open, the student details are received from the user. At the same time, we calculated the total and average. Then again the for loop is open, the student details are printed one by one. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we will see the program to store employee details using structure with the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the program. We need to store the employee detail using the structure. We know that structure is a collection of different type of data that are logically related data, but a different type of data. We know that array is a collection of same type of data. Structure means different type of data. That is, the structure employee will contain the employee details. The data type may be different. So we need to store the employee details using the structure. First we will include the header file has include stdio.h, standard input output dot header file, used for printf and scanf. Has include conio.h, console input output dot header file, used for clear screen and getch. Now before starting the main program, we will define the structure. This is the definition of the structure. strucd, this is a keyword, structure keyword. Then employee is the structure name. So we created the structure with the name employee. Open the brace. So inside we can declare the different type of data that is related to the employees. So the first variable is character name 100. So this is nothing but employee name. We can store up to 100 characters. Integer ID, this is the employee ID. Integer salary, so this is nothing but the employee salary of the employee, semicolon. Character designation 100. So here the designation of the employee with the 100 characters. So we have four variables: employee name, employee ID, salary and designation. These two are character, these two are integer. So the different type of related data can be stored in the structure. Then close the brace. Here structure variables are declared E1, E2. That refers, E1 refers first employee. We can store E1, with E1 we can store one set of data. Similarly E2 refers second employee, we can store second set of data using E2. For example, E1 dot name means first employee name, E2 dot name means second employee name, right? So here we declare two structure variables E1 and E2. Like that we can create n number of variables. We can create the structure also. E1 of 100 means 100 employee detail can be stored. Here we declare two structure variables E1 and E2. Now we'll go to the main program. Now we created the structure with the employee details and two structure variable E1 and E2 also declared. Then void main, open the brace, main program starts. Now we need to get the first employee detail from the user. Printf, enter the first employee details. We are asking the first employee details. Then printf, enter name of the employee. Right. So the user will enter name of the employee. The scanf, %s E1 dot name. %s refers the character. E1 refers first employee name. So this is called a structure variable E1 dot name. Enter the employee ID and salary. Scanf percentage D and E1 dot ID and E1 dot salary. Percentage D refers integer type. These two are integer type, ID and salary. And refers address of the variable. E1 dot ID means first employee ID. E1 dot salary means first employee salary. Print of enter employee designation. Scan of percentages E1 dot designation. So E1 dot the designation means first employee designation. So we ask the user to enter the employee details, name, ID, salary and designation. So the user will enter one by one. That is stored in E1 dot name, E1 dot ID, E1 dot salary, E1 dot designation. This E1 refers first employee. Right. Similarly, we need to get one more employee because we declare E1 and E2. Now we need to get the second employee details. Print of enter the second employee details. Same thing we repeated for second employee. Print of enter name of the employee. Scan of percentages E2 dot name. Earlier E1 dot name. So second employee, this is E2 dot name. Print of enter employee ID and salary. Scan of percentage D and E2 dot ID and E2 dot salary. So these two are the integer variables. E2 refers second employee ID, E2 dot salary refers second employee salary. Print of enter employee designation. Scan of percentages E2 dot designation. Right. So E2 is the second employee. Now we got the second employee detail also. Suppose n number of employees there mean we can use the array E1 of 100. Using for loop we can get the details one by one. Here only 2 employees are available. So we created E1 and E2. More number of employee mean we can use the array. Now we got the employee detail. Now we'll print the details. We will print the employee 1 and 2 details one by one. Print of first employee details are, right? First employee slash n refers, it will go to the next line. Right? Print of name colon percentage s slash n. That is after printing the name, it will go to the next line. E1 dot name. So the name here printed, percentage s, the name of the employee will be printed here. Then it will go to the next line. Print of employee ID colon percentage d slash n, next line, E1 dot ID. So at this place percentage d employee ID will be printed, E1 first employee. Print of employee salary percentage d slash n, E1 dot salary. So here at this place E1 dot salary will be printed. Then it will go to the next line. Print of designation colon percentage s slash n, E1 dot designation. Right. So the first employee details are printed one by one. Name, employee ID, employee salary, designation. E1 refers first employee. Similarly, now we need to print the second employee details. Print of second employee details are slash n mean after print it will go to the next line. Name percentage s E2 dot name, second employee name. Employee ID colon percentage d E2 dot ID. Employee salary percentage d colon percentage d E2 dot salary. Designation colon percentage d E2 dot designation. So it will print the details one by one because of slash n. E2 refers second employee details. It will print second employee details. Get ch and close the program. Get ch will wait for getting the character from the user until that we can see the output. Then it close the program. Now we'll see the output of this program. According to the input, we'll see what are the, how we'll get the output. So the output, enter first employee details. We ask the first employee details. Enter name of the employee, Raja. The user enter Raja. Enter employee ID and salary, 202310. That is the employee ID. 40,000 is the salary. Enter employee designation, manager. So the first employee details are entered one by one. Similarly, now we need to get the second employee details. Enter second employee details. Enter the name of the employee, Arun. enter employee ID and salary. 202305, 38,000 the salary. Enter employee designation, supervisor. Right, so the second employee details also now entered. Now we'll see the output, how we are printed the output. See, first employee details are, it will go to the next line because here we use /n. Name, colon, Raja. Employee ID, colon, 202310. Employee salary, 40,000. Designation, manager. Second employee details are, go to next line. Name, Arun. Employee ID, 202305. Employee salary, 38,000. Designation, supervisor. So we got the output also. So in this program we discussed the employee detail using structure. We created the structure for the employee details. Then structure variable we declare two, E1 and E2, two employees. We got the two employee details one by one, then we printed. If any manipulation is there, that also we can do. But addition, subtraction, anything is there, we can do. If more number of employees are there, mean we can declare the structure variable using array, single dimension array. So that 100 or 1000 employee detail also we can get using the for loop. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video we'll see the details about the union available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic union. So we know that structure is union is related to the structure. Structure is a collection of different type of data that are related data. For example, student detail, employee detail, like that. So it will compare with the union. Union also is similar to the structure. Some special characters are available. So we'll see union. Union in a C is a special data type available in C that allows storing different data types in same memory location. In structure mean different memory location will be allocated. Here the only one memory location will be allocated. The data are overrated. So we can manage the memory space while using the union. Very frequently used data means we can use the union. For example, railway reservation, passenger name, designation, source, like that. So many data are available. So the data are overrated. No need to store all the data while booking the ticket. So once the data is processed, we can store another data in the same location. So that is the concept of union. But in structure, the data are different memory locations are allocated. You can define a union with many members, but only one member can contain a value at a given time. Right? So we can define the union with so many numbers. For example, 5 data types available mean the last which one we are access that member, the data only stored in the memory. Right? Only one member can be contain a value. That is the advantage of the union. Whatever may be 5 or 10 variables, only one variable will be available. Union provides an efficient way of using same memory location for multiple purpose. Right? So same memory location is the advantage of the union while compare with the structure. Now we'll see the sample program. Example program for C using union. First we'll create the union. Union is the keyword. The union name is student. We are creating the union for student. Then open the brace. We can declare the variables here. First is character, name 20. So the name of the student. Character, subject 20. 20 characters we can store. Float, percentage. Then close the brace, semicolon. So we can close the union. So this union contain 3 variables. Name of the student, subject name, percentage. See this name of 20. So the 20 location will be allocated. 20 characters. Here also 20 characters. Float mean we need 8 bytes. So already 20 is allocated. So no need to allocate separately for percentage. So maximum memory location here what we need is 20 bytes. So it will allocate 20 bytes. In this only one 20 byte will be allocated. In that we can store this data. First either we can store name or subject or percentage. So only one memory location with highest storage where we need, that is allocated. It's not allocating different memory location for these three data. Only one memory location is allocated. Maximum of what we need is 20. Now we can start the main program. Integer main, open the brace. Then we can create the union variables. Union student record 1 is the first variable. Union student record 2. This is the second variable. Union variable. Right? So in record 1 we can store one student data. In record 2 we can store second student data. Right? Record 1, record 2 refers the two set of student data. Now assigning the value to record 1 union variable. We are not getting the value from the user. Directly we are going to assign the value. strcpy, this is nothing but string copy. Record 1 dot name. Record 1 dot name means first student name. Record 2 dot name means second student name. So we are storing Raju. That is string copy. This Raju is copied in the name record 1 dot name. This Raju will be stored here. Similarly, string copy record 1 dot subject. First student subject detail. Mathematics, max. So max will be stored in the subject with record 1. That refers first student. Then record 1 dot percentage equal to 86.50. Right? So these three data are now stored. So what will happen? In union only one memory location is allocated. So while copying the record 1 dot name, Raju will be stored in the memory location. While copying the subject, max will be stored in the same memory location, overwritten. Raju will be overwritten and max will be stored. Then while storing the percentage 86.5, this max also overwritten and 86.5 will be stored. Right? So first Raju will be stored, that is overwritten by max, that is overwritten by 86.5. Now only 86.5 is available in the memory. These two are overwritten. Now we'll print the data so that we can able to understand. Print of union record 1 values example. So name percentage s refers string record 1 dot name. Subject percentage s record 1 dot subject. Percentage f floating point record 1 dot percentage. So what will happen while printing this here? Nothing will print because only percentage is available. 86.5 only printed. These two data are overwritten. So these two data not available. It will not print these two data. Only the percentage will be print. We'll see the example. Output we'll see. While output we'll see that what will happen. Right? So these two are not printed. Only these two, the final percentage will be printed. Now we'll go to the second student. Assigning value to the record to union variable. Print of union to record examples. Now we'll see one by one. String copy record 2 dot name. Record 1 dot name refers first student. Record 2 dot name refers second student. Money. So money will be stored in the variable name in the memory location. So immediately we are printing the value. Name equal to percentage is record 2 dot name. So this money will be printed. Earlier we printed at the last. First we assigned the value, then we printed all three variables. So that first two variables are not displayed, only third value is displayed. Now money is stored, immediately we print the name. So that here name money will be displayed. Now string copy record 2 dot subject physics. Now we are going to store the physics in the subject in the same memory location. Now the money will be overwritten, physics will be stored in the memory location. But money already be printed, so no problem. So here also we are going to print the subject detail. Subject percentage is record 2 dot subject. Now subject equal to physics will be printed. Now physics is available in the memory location. So after printing record 2 dot percentage equal to 99.5. Now we are storing the percentage of the second student as 99.50. So this physics will be overwritten in the memory location, 99.5 will be stored. That is also immediately printed. Print of percentage of, that is the floating point, record 2 dot percentage mean it will print 99.50. So in example 1, we assign all 3 values, then we printed all 3 values, so that finally stored value only available. In sample 2, we assigned the value, immediately we are printed the value, so that we will get the all outputs. Now we will see the output of this program. See this union record 1 value example, name, so nothing will be printed, subject, nothing will be printed, only percentage is printed, right? So the name is stored in memory location, that is overwritten by subject, that is overwritten by percentage, so that we are getting only percentage. Union record 2 value example, name, money, because once stored the value, immediately we printed, so we are getting the output. After printing, we are storing physics in the subject name, so that also immediately printed. After printed only, we store the percentage 99.5, so that also printed. So for understanding purpose, we have two different examples. One is all 3 values are stored, then we printed. We identify that only last value is printed. In second example, the values are assigned, immediately we printed one by one, so that before overwriting the printing was done, so that we are getting money, physics as a output variable, 99.5 also, right? So in this program we discussed what is mean by union, how it differ with the structure, that is the single memory location. Managing the memory location, we are using union, and we discussed with the example program with the two different structures, two different method, that is storing the data then printing, storing the data and immediately printing, so that we can able to differentiate what is the output of two sample programs, two sample examples. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Welcome viewers. In this video, we'll see the difference between structures and union available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic. The structure and the union available in the C program. What are the difference? What are the comparison between? First we will see the definition of what is meant by structure and what is meant by union. So the structure is a constructed data type for packing different type of data that are logically related. So the structure is nothing but collection of the different type of data that may be logically related. We know that same type of data means array. Array is the collection of same type of data. Structure means collection of different type of data logically related. It may be student detail or data, employee detail, like that. Now we'll see the definition, defining the structure. What is the definition of the structure? Structures are defined first and then it is used for declaring the structure variable. The general format of the structure is struct. This is the keyword for a structure. Then tag name. Tag name is given. Then data types. Different data types are given. Open the brace, close the brace, and then semicolon. Right? So this is the structure of the definition of the structure. Keyword, structure, structure name, different data types. Now we'll see what is the union. Union in C is a special data type available in C that allows storing different data types in same memory location. In earlier structure, if you declare 5 variables inside the structure, 5 different memory location will be allocated according to the data type. But here, only one memory space will be allocated. That is, it is used for memory management. Right? Same memory location is allocated. You can define a union with many members, but only one member can contain a value at a given time. So for example, if we have 5 variables, if we give the values one by one, they will be overwritten. If we give the first value, it will be stored in memory. While giving second value, the first value will be overwritten, second value will be stored in the same location. So which one we are giving at the last, that value only available. So only one member can be contain the value at the given time. Union provides an efficient way of using same memory location for multiple purpose. Now we'll see the comparison. So the first one, structure allocate storage space for all its members separately. So we already discussed, if 5 variables are, mean 5 different location will be allocated. Union allocate one common storage space for all the members. Which one is the highest memory needed, that size will be allocated, that is for common for all the data types. Here allocated separately, here only one space is allocated. Structure occupies higher memory space because it is allocated separately, more space is occupied. Union occupies lower memory space over the structure. While compared to structure, it will allocate only the lower amount of memory space. Then the point 3, we can access all members of structure at a time. So the different memory location is allocated. So which one we need, we can access the member. It is stored in different memory location. Here we can access only one member of union at a time, right? So once the data is stored, if you store another data, that will be overwritten. So the last stored data only available. So the earlier stored data is not available, but here located different location, so we can access at any time. But last stored data only we can access in the union, right? We'll see the example. Structure struct, that is the keyword student. Open the brace, declare the variable integer mark, character name 6 characters, double average, close the brace and semicolon. So we have 3 variables: mark integer type, name character type with 6 characters, average with double type. Here example union, this is the keyword, union is the keyword, union name is student, same thing. Here also same member is declared, integer mark, character name, double average, close the brace and semicolon. Now we'll see how the memory spaces are allocated. That is the important thing here, how the memory is managed. For structure, memory allocation will be like below. Integer mark, it will allocate 2 bytes. Character name 6 is there, so 6 bytes it will allocate. Double average, double data type, so that it will allocate 8 bytes. For integer mark 2 bytes, character name 6 is there, so 6 bytes, double average 8 bytes. So the total allocation is 2 plus 6 plus 8, 16 bytes. 16 bytes are allocated, separate space is allocated. For above union, only bytes of memory will be allocated, since double data type will occupy maximum space of the memory over other data types. So we'll comparing here, if you want to store the double data, we need 8 bytes. So among 3 data type, which one having the highest memory, that location, that memory will be allocated. Total memory allocated only 8 bytes. So if you want to store the integer mark, only 2 bytes are needed. In this 8 byte, the 2 byte will be stored. Integer data will be stored in 2 byte itself. If you want to store the name, only 6 bytes are needed. So out of 8 byte, we can store the name in 6 byte. Remaining 2 byte will be free only. If you want to store the double, we can use 8 bytes. But only one data will be available, either name or mark or the double average will be available. All 3 data will not be available. Which one we stored at the last, that only access. But here we can access all 3 data individually, separately, because separate memory location is allocated, right? So the advantage is here 16 bytes are needed, here only 8 bytes are needed. Memory is managed, but we can access only one data type, that is stored at the last. Here we can access all the data separately or individually at any time. So in this video we discussed the difference between union and structure available in the C programming language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notification. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening.